using 1.5-inch wide wired ribbon. We are pulling gently on one side of the wired ribbon. I have 3 yards to gather. Pull carefully so that you don't break the wired ribbon. And what will happen is once you have it all gathered, you will want to hide the raw edge and you will want to lock the wire. In order to do this, you will end up folding the edge back and forth like an accordion. And you're going to see me do this back and forth like an accordion. And once I have it folded 2 to 3 times back and forth like this accordion, I will cut off the wire down to 2 inches. With the 2 inches of wire, I will gently fold it back up into the flower edge. That will lock it. And then I will begin rolling the ribbon around using a hand sewing needle and stitching through all the layers. When it's too dense for me to stitch through all the layers, then I will just sew to the previous layer until I've sewn all the 3 yards. The next part of this project is to create the leaves. To create the leaves, we're using 2 pieces of felt cut out in the form of a leaf and some cording. We're going to use the cording foot, which has little grooves underneath, to create this leaf. By placing the cording underneath the center groove, we are going to slowly guide the cord very easily as we stitch. So we're feeding the cording from the front of the machine, as you can see, as we're stitching. Very simple to use. It's pretty fail-proof as, again, the groove in the foot guides it. So I will go ahead and stitch that on for you. As you can see, it's not very hard at all to do. It's pretty fail-proof. When I'm done, I will simply lock the stitch, cut the threads. Now we need to create some shape to our leaf, and we're going to do this by taking a pipe cleaner, folding it in half, inserting it inside in between the 2 layers of the felt. Then we're going to separate out the pipe cleaner within that leaf. And then we're actually going to come in and we're going to end up stitching some more cording in the center of this leaf. And what that's going to do is let us have shape to our leaf, not only just make it decorative, but also give it some shape. So I'm going to walk over to the sewing machine now and give us that little stitch of yarn. Again, our settings will be 1.5 for the zigzag and 3.0 for the length. Very simple to do. When I reach the end, I will lock the stitch. And I'm not running into the wire, it's not a problem. I'm locking the stitch, and then I will take my scissors and trim it neatly. At the end of this project, I will go in with very small snips and cut away all the little fuzzies to make it really a finished product. And you can see, very simple. All nice and clean, ready to be shaped for the next part. I created 3 leaves and I'm holding it together with the pipe cleaners. I'm going to twist them together and actually flatten them to form a little loop underneath, a little base, using the tails of the pipe cleaner. And then I will sew the flower. If you notice, the flower I had stitched through completely all the layers, and I'm showing you that I pull my needle through all the layers each time. I will go ahead and attach this flower by stitching it on. Again, with my sewing needle. Some of you might want to use glue for parts of this project, but I am a seamstress, so sewing is the way to go for me. Underneath, you can see the pipe cleaners have been twisted to form a circular base, and to that I'm attaching a ponytail holder with needle and thread. And that's all there is to it to create your napkin ring for the holidays.